So back to our WordPress dashboard, and we're gonna be learning how to create our pages for our website, like homepage, contact us page, about us page, and so on, using Gutenberg and the Classic Builder. So by default, pages are built by the Classic editor. However, recently Gutenberg was introduced to WordPress, and it's basically a new page editor. If you scroll into your dashboard, you're gonna be seeing Gutenberg in here. So after version 5 of WordPress release, Gutenberg will be default for page editor. However, if you're familiar with WordPress and the classic editor, you can keep using that one, okay? And by the way, the classic one still has more advantages to the Gutenberg, as I think, and many others think the same. However, we're gonna be learning about both of them, so you can be deciding which one you like the most and which one you're gonna keep using. Anyway, until now, you can keep using both of them. However, after version 5, in order to use the Classic Editor, you need to be installing that plugin in here, Classic Editor plugin, to keep using the current editor until you're ready to make the switch, and even they might be enhancing Gutenberg even better. So now let's see it in action to even understand them better. And just before we create our pages, let me show you one more thing. Here, if you scroll up there, you will be seeing screen options. And these are the options for your dashboard home, so you can be clicking that one in here. So you can be hiding welcome, which is that part in here, or even quick draft or anything. So now let's build our pages. We have pages on left side. We can see all pages or add new. Now we're gonna be seeing what's existing already by default. We have sample page by WordPress. So here you're gonna be seeing also privacy policy, and you will be finding an article later through that course telling you how to create your own privacy policy page. So if you hover over any of these pages, you will see options in here. You can edit with Classic Editor, or you can edit with UX Builder, Quick Edit, or you can be deleting that page or view it to see how it looks like. So anyway, let's delete that one, clicking trash. And let's create new pages by clicking add new. You'll see that drop down. In here you can be selecting either Gutenberg or Classic Editor. So let's start by the Classic Editor first to see how it looks like, because most of you might be comfortable with that one. So this is the Classic Editor and how it looks like. You can be entering your page title in here. So for example, home page. And here you can be adding your content, either type or images. You can be adding media or add form if you have a form to add, or shortcode in here. And here are your type control, just like Word. And here we have the status of our page. It's still draft. It's not published yet. And visibility, you can be changing that one instead of public by clicking edit in here, and you will see public, password protected, or private. And same as well for draft. You have options in here, pending review or draft, or you can be publishing that page. And you can control your publishing time by clicking edit. You can be publishing that one maybe a week later or whatever. Here you have your page attribute. You can be changing the template of your page. Let's make this one full width. And you can be setting a featured image. Here you have some screen options as well, which is not existing in your Gutenberg. You can be adding discussion, slug, author. You can be adding more fields or removing some fields if you would like. Or you can be editing with UX Builder, which is our themes builder. And that's basically how we're gonna be designing our website. We're not gonna be using that editor to build our web pages or either Gutenberg. However, there are still some settings in here that we have to deal with in order to get our page live and start building that one with our page UX Builder. Maybe we're gonna be using that Classic Editor or Gutenberg when we're building our blog pages more. However, we're not gonna be dealing with them that much. So anyway, we're not gonna be adding any content in here. We're gonna be clicking publish. I just wanted to show you the difference between the classic one. This is the classic one, and we're gonna be checking how Gutenberg looks like. Now we have our page published, and we have our page permalink in here. We can be viewing our page if we would like from here, or we can be adding a new one, clicking that button. Now it's taking us by default to Gutenberg. So this is how Gutenberg looks like. So it's basically the same. We need to add our page title. We can create that one as maybe contact us. And the main difference in here is that it's gonna be building blocks for our page. So here is our first block, which is our page title. Now we can be adding a block by clicking that plus icon or clicking that plus in here. You will find most used in here: paragraph, image, heading. So let's choose heading and typing. Now we can be controlling our heading H2 or 3. This is basically for SEO purpose, and you will find also an article about how to customize your headings and paragraph within your type. And here you can be changing your block type. You can switch to quote, cover, image, paragraph, or you can be going for more options to duplicate, insert before a block or after, or edit as HTML, or you can be adding this one to another block. Now let's add another one, maybe paragraph, and you can be clicking outside to deselect that block. So here we have our 3 blocks. We can be rearranging them by clicking move up. So we have our type above our title, or we can get it back as it was. However, on the right side we can find our settings. We can be hiding that one by clicking that gear button or get it on back. Now we have the blocks settings, which is including our paragraph. We can be customizing the type from here. We can be customizing our size, make it medium or small or large. Or we can be customizing the size also from here, similar to font size. You have your color settings and advanced settings for custom CSS. And we have our documents setting as well, which is including the regular settings like status, visibility, and we have featured image, page attribute. Can be making that one as full width as well. And if you would like to set a parent page like home page, you can be doing that from here. Of course, each theme has its own settings, so you might find some different settings in here according to your theme, or even if you're using extra plugins, you might be seeing them as well. Now let's even go to more settings by clicking these 3 dots in here, and we can be unifying our toolbar by clicking that one. Now if we select this one, we have toolbar in here, or we can switch to full screen mode. We can change instead visual editor to code editor, which is gonna be showing code editor. So let's go back to our visual editor again. And also there are keyboard shortcuts. However, they are not gonna be used that much since we're not gonna be using Gutenberg that much to build our web pages. So let's add even more blocks in here. Adding a block. Now we have most used. We can be collapsing that category to see inline elements, including inline image, common blocks, which allowing you to add code or custom HTML, or getting the classic editor again. Clicking that one, you have your classic editor in here, and let me get that one to be disabled. And we have our editor classic settings in here. So maybe you're using a plugin that has an extra button in here. You can be accessing that one by applying the classic editor, and maybe it will be generating a short code. So you will find it in here, and you can copy that short code and paste it into short code block and converting that one to blocks. Now let's add even another block. Here we have in widgets, short code. We can use that one to paste our code within our page. Maybe a contact form, we can be pasting that one in here. So let's add another block in here. We have embeds. So you can be adding all these embeds if you would like. However, guys, I remind you, we're not going to be using Gutenberg or either the classic editor to build our pages. However, I want you to be more familiar with WordPress. So let's go to most used and select maybe gallery. And we can be uploading our images or clicking our media library if we have images uploaded to our website. And they will be inserted in here the way we would like. We can be arranging them and customizing their grid. either to align right, center, or left. So that's basically Gutenberg. We're going to be removing these blocks. We don't need them in any way. However, I wanted to show you how they are working. So remove block, and as well for this one. We're going to be building that within our page builder. So no need for these blocks. Even that title. And as you can see here, these were the last used blocks. So they are inserted in here for quick access. However, we're not going to be using any blocks. We're going to leave our page title and we're going to be adding a new page. Let's publish this one first. Here we have our link and we can copy or view page from here. However, as you can see, we don't have more options to see like discussion, slug, and so on. So that's one of the downsides of Gutenberg. Now let's add a new page. We can be going to the plus icon in here. I'm showing you different ways to create new pages. So we're going to be clicking new. Where is page? Page. Here you go. You can be adding new post, media, blog, or whatever you would like from here. So we're going to be creating a new page. And we're going to call this one about us page. I'm publishing and we're done for that lesson. So hope that was easy one for you guys to see the difference between the classic editor and Gutenberg, and I'll be seeing you in next lesson.